My mother and I have not spoken for 2 to 3 years. Actually, the relationship between my parents and me became strained when I married and started my own family. It's was very painful. It was Christmas 1981 in Atlanta, Georgia. My in-laws were over for the holiday dinner, and we were having such a lovely time until my mother-in-law, Harriet, asked me how my parents were doing. I did not want to talk about them. I hesitated and said, not good. According to Harriet, a retired high school chemistry teacher, that was not a satisfactory answer. She lovingly looked at me and asked again, "What's wrong, Marcia?" She knew I had been married to her son for over 10 years. She knew my mother, Clarice. She cupped her hands around my face, got close, looked into my eyes and said, "I don't know the pain you're feeling. I can't even imagine. But there is one thing I do know. You, my dear Marcia, must always do the right thing, no matter how it hurts." I raised my voice. "I don't want to." I began to cry. She gave me one of her famous bear hugs and whispered in my ear and said, "Love melts the hardest of hearts. Just love her. When it's Clarice's birthday, send her a card. When it's Mother's Day, send a card. Don't stop. Keep the love flowing." I threw my pride out the window and did what Harriet suggested for years. After Mom's death, on Christmas 2005, I was organizing my house, a rare thing for me, and I found some notebooks. They were handwritten daily notes. I had no idea Mama was keeping a diary. I was reading one of her stories. This particular day, she was very angry. She wrote, "I received a Mother's Day card from all my children. Marcia sent nothing. I'm through with her. She is no daughter of mine." The very next day, she wrote, "I just received Marcia's card. It is simply beautiful." Love does melt the heart. The hardest of hearts. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you. I became a single mom in the summer of 1986. My marriage had failed, and my then 9-year-old son and I took a cross-country trip from Atlanta to LA. After about 3 months, I was hired as a health inspector in LA County. My prayer from the beginning was, "Please, God, keep me safe from harm for my baby." I prayed that nothing catastrophic would happen to me while I was raising my child. I lived in the San Fernando Valley. It took me about 30 minutes to get to work in Glendale. It was a typical work day. I left the house at 6:15 in the morning to get to work at 7. I was driving east on the 134 East freeway, enjoying the jazz melodies coming from the radio, when all of a sudden a car just to my right veered into my lane. I thought to myself, what? Where did this car come from? Why? Why? Instinctively, I swerved to the left to avoid the traffic. In a matter of seconds, I realized that my car was leaning sharply to the left. I was driving on two wheels. Two wheels. There was an unforgettable, surprisingly calm that came over me. There was no fear. I simply murmured, God, please help me. Instantly, I felt a warm, gentle force covering my hands, helping me to guide my car back on its four wheels. Wow! What had just happened? I just simply said, thank you. When I got to the office, I was in the hallway telling my coworkers what had happened. A nurse was passing by and heard our conversation. She blurted out, What? What was that you? I saw the whole thing, Marcia. I was a few cars behind you. I couldn't believe the control you had placing the car back on its wheels. My eyes welled up. It wasn't me. God sent one of his magnificent angels to help me. Make no mistake about it. God's angels are in the unseen spiritual world to help protect his children. We're not alone. Hallelujah. Yes. Whew. Thank you, Lord.